day, everybody. Heuntz here, and welcome back to that. Now we discovered. Good day, everyone. Heuntz here, and welcome back to another episode of our Endless Space 2 New Player Tutorial Guide. Welcome to part 2. So sit back, relax, grab a snack, and don't forget to yell at your screen. So last episode we had a little bug populate. Let's see, did we fix it? It did. All right. So this is a bug that's been in the game for ages and ages and ages. I just found that out. I guess we might have had it in previous series and I just never really paid much attention to it. But if you ever get this where you cannot see what these things are popping up, just shut down, restart, and turn back on. Duh. Oh my god, the most basic tech IT help ever. Alright, so last episode we got into the production and the science. Now we have a few more things we need to get a hold of that's sort of important. And I might have made a mistake already, so yay. That happens though. Hero management. We have heroes. Heroes are special units that give massive buffs to your empire. They can be admirals or they can be governors, and they add a hell of a lot. So Dmitry Lenko, he is a consular industrialist. These are their skills. So he gets +5 production, +5 hull plating, absorption onto fleet. He has no level ups at the moment. He can give influence. Oh, this is just the Imperial. So the heroes have 3 traits. They have the universal, so every hero has this trait. Every hero. There might be some little differences based on race or empire, but basically this is all the same. Between any faction, any hero, all the same. This is the faction trait, so all heroes of the Imperial will have this tree. So on with all the other races. Sofon, Horatio, Hisho, Lumeris, they all have their own. Then you have the class. We are consulars, so we have this class. Every class, of course, has a different trait. So the consular, which is really nice, has the joy initiative. The system happiness is set to ecstatic, so they'll never ever have the morale drop. High morale means higher food, higher production, higher science, higher dust. Basically, just higher production overall. So you kind of want the joy initiative on your governors. So that means we'll be focusing him as a governor. Also has a lot of influence, which is really good. System. To deposit value on strategic resource. That's nice, but we have none. Our home system really, utterly sucks. So I'm going to assign him to our home system. At the moment. Now he's early on it is much better to have them leading your scouts because that's a free XP, and I made that one mistake by saying it over. So tutorial. Oh my god, I turned this music down too. Come on. How does 7 shuts it off? 8 is, you know what? We'll leave this as is. If the music can play, sweet. At 7 to 8, it does not. How is that 100 to 0? What? This game still does have some issues, quirks, bugs. But you know what? Overall, it is a fun game. If you love Civilization, it's fun. So that's the hero. They have certain traits. You gain them automatically after a certain amount of time. You can also buy them from the market or get them from quests. When we open the market or get a quest, well, look at that. So this is just our empire summary. All the planets we have. Our leader in our system. The empire approval, which is the dust and happiness overall. And how many systems we can colonize before this starts getting affected. Luckily we can go to 6. This is the victory screen. When we're first of everything except for score. It's going to be a long time until we actually have to worry about this. Actually, in this playthrough, we won't have to. We're not going for a victory. This is just a walkthrough. I should put the timer on, because last episode was 36 minutes long. I apologize for that. There's just a lot that goes on, especially when you start the game. So now the Senate. So this is where influence plays a massive part. We get 9 influence a turn. To have laws, you need that influence to pay for the laws. Though they're very, very important. So right now we have the dust windfall. So having industrials in charge gives us the dust windfall, which 10% of the industry spent for any construction at the end is converted into dust. So building buildings gives us money. Why having high industrialism is really, really good if you want to go through the industrial route. We can also pass a few laws. To have the new colony, we need an election, which we haven't had yet. But yeah, so we have 3 people. Each person adds influence cost to a law. We could go for Toys for Boys, which is happiness, but we need the production at the moment. Happiness on system, but also +3 per person on planet. Happiness to science. I mean, this would be very, very nice. There's a lot of dust for a lot of negative happiness. I will want to run cram school very, very soon, but only after we get the infinite supermarket. So that gives us +10 happiness. That will negate all the negativity we get at the moment. So after we get drone networks, I'm going to go Xeno Industry, because this gives us +10 production per planet, +10 per template, +10 for fertile. This is temperate, fertile planet. This will be 30 production just from this one planet. That is very, very nice. Now, this will not benefit any other planet except just planet. So we'll get 30, 40, 50, 60 overall extra production. Massive. But back to the governor. Alright, so we see the laws. Industry. This is where the leading political parties, because we are the federation, we get 2 representatives. We can't look at the hero, but let's go if we can go to hero. Here we go. I believe, yeah, so if he's on the Senate, if we have the conscription genius, he gets +25 manpower % capacity on the entire empire. So, and this on Senate, plus production per level on systems. So having your guys on the political party is very good, and you might want to. I spilled sweet sugar kissed melon juice all over my body. Interesting. Oops. I gotta wash my desk afterwards. Don't want to get ants. Alright, so focusing on a certain political party is very min-maxing. Sometimes you might be like, I don't care who's in charge. But at other times, you really do want focus. So you can check what makes them in your party. So right now we have 3 industrialists, 1 militarist. So industrialists, building buildings, generating constructions. Oh, building production, generating construction. Recruiting industrialist heroes. Assigning industrialist heroes. Colonizing planets. Leveling up systems. Militarist is construct military vessels, build system defenses, recruiting militarist heroes, blah, 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 doing anything basically around the military, doing anything on industry. Kind of self-explanatory there. And then population. So you can check out your population. So we have the Imperials. We have 2 of them. As you gain more, you can get extra bonuses. So if you have 10 Imperials, very militarist looking, the industrialist output. So the political output. So right now boom. I wish this gave you numbers. That's the one critique. I wish this gave us numbers. But it doesn't. I wish it did. They boost the industrialist propaganda, I guess. At 20, they have plus 50% influence on systems with Imperial. So you just need 1 of them. And then plus 1 per person spent. So that increases what we already have, basically. Now, reaction to political events. So, if a military event happens, the military political party is benefited. and religion, blah, blah, blah. But science also goes to industry. Industry goes to industry. Science goes to industry. So this is very important if you want to look at the political parties. Again, while the Yusho, they are capacity, they're military. Very little science impacts them. Religion, they're not going to become religious. Or science. They might be industrialist. They're definitely going for military. While the ecologists and religious, that's just eh. While this military is very low in ecologists, while this is same to same. So yeah, that's how you can check. Oh, if you wanted to look at the Yusho, get 10 more militarist. Always the 10 is just for the political boost. While collection effects get 15 and more manpower capacity, and then they get a special law at 50. Very rarely do I get anyone up to 50 outside of the primary race. Dust, nothing is going on in our economy. We have zero trade goods, luxury goods, zero trade companies, no access to the market. This is a dead button at the moment. Later on in the game, it does become important. So mid-game is when you start clicking this button to see and utilize this screen. We already looked at the science. Military statistics. This is where you can tweak. You can make your own custom designs, and I usually do focus. And that's more min-maxing. And you can see your fleet, and you can add heroes here and see where they're going. The hero management and the quest and status. We can't touch this just yet. We haven't unlocked that technology or that ability, or none of those events have occurred. Economy scan, we'll look at that later, but that's just economy and hacking, which we haven't got to just yet. But let's get on to our second turn. Woohoo! Now in this case, the turns might be going a lot faster. Alright, so send our scout down to keep your scout or fleets moving on between systems on these hyperlanes. Just right click on the hyperlane. And we found Polaris. Yay! A dead end where we cannot colonize a single planet. If you click on it, it shows a little mini visual. Well, this will be the first one, so we'll look at it. Very beautiful. Very beautiful. Ooh, Trees of Wonders. Quite a few arids. We're definitely going to focus now on trying to colonize arid planets. Because we got the tree of... Wow, that's really nice. That's a lot of food. A lot of happiness. A lot of food coming here. Yeah, we will want arid technology. So we are going to beeline to colonize arid because we need to colonize more systems. Now we're going to get into scouting. So, actually we're not going to get into scouting. We're going to go back to our home system with our fleet. Because experience, I want our hero on this to go out here. 4 turns. I think it was 6 turns. 7. Oh. 2. Maybe that was a bad idea. Yeah. Couple misclicks. That's okay. Shit happens. And how locked we are, it's not going to really matter too much. If you click this button, it will move all your fleets. So we're going to use our colonized ship to explore a little bit. Hopefully it finds a system. So it's going to take 3 turns to get out there, back again. It's going to take a while before we can colonize. And our hero's locked here for 6 more turns. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. Or I can just hold off. I could do that too. Alright, so on xenobiology still. 3 turns. 7 turns until we grow, so. These are quick turns now. This is where it goes really quickly. Early game can go extremely quickly. Ooh. Play 100 turns. Nice. So we found Hydrus. Still, this is what we're going to skip. No plan to colonize. But now we have the system bonus. A constellation. So we are in the constellation Serpens. Because we are, if we control 3 systems in it, we get 15% influence production. And each star system will have its own amount of production. Or a bonus that you get. So owning them is very nice. Alright, we're going to get you to keep going, scouting out. Very annoying. And we have a probe. I'm going to launch our probes out. You get 1 every 2 turns, so this is fine. So there's star systems are connected to these hyperlanes. There's also star systems not connected to any hyperlane. So you can find them randomly, say a system here, not connected to anywhere, that you'll have to research a special technology to jump out there. Usually those can be pretty good systems. Pending, okay, so we got our first quest, but before that, I definitely want to get our fleets moving. And you're going to defend. Now the quests begin. These are very important. Now this is, solo quest started. There's a few different quests. Solo quest, so it's just between your empire. That said, you can have galactic quests, so that everyone is participating in that as a competition. Or you can have solo quests that are given to you by the game. Okay, all quests given by game. What I mean by that is, this is a quest given to you by your faction. But if you help a neutral faction, they might give you quests. Or you will find quests through events that happen by scanning planets. Right now we have the first solo quest, a hidden rebellion. It's like a knife through your heart. You joke, Hadre, you say, knowing that Sheridan never jokes. He shakes his head. The weapon signature leaves no doubt. You stare out at the starfield, anger growing. A United Empire fleet fired upon a fellow UE vessel of obsolete design. How old? 25 solar cycles at least, Your Imperial Majesty. We think there must be an outpost out there somewhere. This knife twist. There's no reactionary rebellion. This is something fomented decades ago, meticulously planned, kept hidden with a military-like focus. Few worlds would possess the courage, the resources, the sheer iron will to see through such an undertaking. Who would do such a thing? You thought the uprisings were a thing of the past, crushed forever when you deposed of Duke Antov and finally united the empire all those years ago. Your heart chills. Could Lena, bitter, ungrateful Lena, have hatched such a diabolical plot? Or maybe it's Hadre, so-called first protector Hadre Lenko, so near and yet so far from the seat of power. Or perhaps it was Petra Manzuki, she who could trace her line to the great Mazzari clans, who lust after greater power. No, 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 the way lies madness. They are loyal subjects. I'll find the perpetrator, slowly, methodically. You cling to the thought, a lifetime in an ocean of dark musings. Hadre Koss, what is your command, Your Imperial Majesty? So this gets really into the focus of your empire, or the race you're playing, and their story of the galaxy and why they're going out there. What is happening in the past and what's going to happen in the future. You usually have choices, like choose an objective. We can intimidate, so reach 800 manpower. Right here, manpower. And if we get this, we will get the Punisher drive. Plus 10 damage on ships. Pretty nice. We can bribe. We get the outpost, Traitor's Reach. Not sure, but we get stockpile 600 dust. Or relocate, explore. We get the daily slogan. So plus 40% food on outpost planets. So outposts are planets. Oh, we find the outpost traders reach. Interesting. I think we're going to do this just because this sounds really cool. But, so before your colony becomes a system that you control, it's an outpost that it slowly produces. 40% food means it will become a colony under your control much quicker. Well, this just is more damage. I think we're going to go bribe. 600 dust can happen pretty quickly. This will take a lot longer. Actually, all of them are pretty about the same amount of time. But I kind of want to see what this outpost trader's reach will be. And once you click one, you get more dialogue. The leaders will punish, but the foot soldiers of this rebellion would be better treated as weak, misguided souls. Souls who should learn of the financial instruments of the Empire's offering for information. So that's going to be an interesting little quest. We will end our turn. We constructed the drone networks and now on Xeno industrial infrastructure. Now that we need dust though, picking up the cerebral reality would be very beneficial because of the 15 dust and 15 science. But again, I'm going to go to the Xeno industry infrastructure because this will double all of our production. So instead of 50, we'll produce 70. No, 80. Oh my god, math. I'm not a math person. I'm a historian. That hasn't been figured out yet. Here we go. But 5 turns, and then this. So you can produce this in 2 turns then. So not bad. Not bad. A colony ship is going out. I found Regulus. Still can colonize. This is going to be a little frustrating. I will say that. I will say this is going to be a little frustrating. We can't colonize. But we'll run around. So that means if we colonize out here, no one can get back here. The first technology. We got xenobiology, which means we got the private-public partnership, so public schools. And we can colonize tundra. Haven't found any tundra yet. So, kind of useless. But this is extra science. So we'll do that. And then it tells us our next research is going to be the rare earth forms because we have chosen that. If you have not, it will suggest 3 different technologies. Or you can hit the technology screen and choose your own. What you always want to do is actually queue up. Because if you have any excess research, it will go into this pool. So you definitely want it as overflow. Production. Hey, we can do Pioneer World. Be the first to explore 50% of the galaxy and you get 75 stuff. Nice. If we can colonize a planet, this would, this looks like a fill in. Sorry, hero. 2 more turns locked, which is okay. Now you can see all the quests this has opened up. Diplomacy will open up when we find another race. 4 turns. We grow in 2. So now 46 food. So growth has shot up quite a bit. End our turn. We found the Mark 180. I'm not sure why that populated now. Our probe literally just missed it. I think we found it because... Actually, I'm not sure why it just populated. But hey, a black hole just showed up near our home system. The Mark 180. So influence is very important. We really haven't gone over that outside of, hey, it gives us a law. It also expands our borders. So the more influence the star system produces, the more our borders expand outwards. If our borders encompass one of these special nodes, we get its benefits. So in this case, we'll get 50 extra science being produced in Jandar, which would be very helpful and beneficial to us. Oh, our alarm's about to go off. Thank you. We got our first planet to colonize, Rigel! Yes, so we're going to end it with starting our colonization. So, colonization is a good way to expand. You really want to do that. We have an issue. And I need a tissue. Ha! When you colonize, it takes food from a system to grow. In this case, it could take almost all 46 food to grow. We're going to grow a population in one turn. I'm going to hold off colonizing for one turn. It's a strategy. It comes down to strategy. Start the colonization early or gain a population. In this case, I'm going to gain the population because no one's coming out to Rigel to colonize. We have this secured, and there's 5 planets, so this is a really good system, and it has titanium. We'll explore this in a few seconds. Yeah, so I'm going to actually skip a turn. And these 2 buttons, one puts it to sleep, the other's skip a turn. So we're going to skip the turn. End our turn. So we have that population growth. Our hero has actually leveled up at the same time. So we can pick a trait or a skill. So we can go more experience per turn on fleet. We can go more production. Shield influence, dust, damage. So we know he is going to be a governor. We know that. So it's going to come down to, do we want more production and food? Do we want more influence? Or do we want dust? Well, I think we're going to go influence. That is our specialty. And we want to grow. But in this one case, we're going to put our hero on this fleet and send them out to explore. Population growth, yay. Now we're going to colonize. And you just click that button. It brings you into the star system. Ooh, Rigel's to an atoll, and it's huge. Our atolls are planets you can automatically colonize. And this comes not with just titanium, but also Hyperion, which we haven't opened up yet. We got some strategic resources. There's also an anomaly here, so that's going to be pretty good. Module 4 has very good multiple moons, so more people. Great science. This is a pretty good system, because it has a lot of anomalies too. So we can go and colonize Rigel 2. Just click this little button, and it lets you colonize. Oh, that was loud. And you get this little cutscene. Very beautiful. The graphics in this game. Superb. So it's going to take us 24 turns until we colonize this planet. You can increase that by spending 150 dust or 75 influence, which will bring more food to this outpost. Right now, yeah, we are sending 30 food to the outpost. 30 food. Yeah, that's gonna take a while. I'm happy we got that extra population, which means we do produce a bit more food. So we produce 8 food a turn. So that's actually saving our bacon at the moment. If we didn't have that, we wouldn't be in the positive at the moment. But we are, thanks to that extra population. Well, it gives us more production as well, more dust, more science. So that's it helps. It helps a lot. 2 turns, look at the Xeno industry, which will mean Cerebral reality very quickly. And then, of course, public partnerships for the extra science. So 30 extra science coming from this planet. And then infinite supermark. So I queue this up. You don't have to. You can just say, and then move on. And move on. And move on. But I like to queue up so I have an idea of what I'm doing in a system. And then you are going out here. Pretty slow because this guy is shipped. The limo is the limo. Ha. It's very slow. Oh, we could have actually customized it. And we should have. Again, I made a mistake. So you can customize your or upgrade your hero ship. Always check. Lesson 1. Or lesson like 26 already. Check your fleets to see if they can be upgraded. So he can be upgraded pretty quickly. With some speed modules. And some probes as well. Which is something we kind of wanted to do. So what we're going to do is send him to Polars. Check it out. Send him back home. And then upgrade his ship so he can go fly. And I think our patrol, our scout can also be edited. By adding a weapon. And a shield. Okay. I really like the designs. Again, graphics. Really, really cool. So that's the probe launcher. They look really cool. You can look at this ship. Yeah. Look at this ship. It's like so cool. Big, gigantic ass engines. And we could actually add more engines to the colonizer so it goes quicker. And we are. So this colonizer can move very, very quickly. The settler too, it'll go very fast. Everything going fast is a-okay and wonderful in our books. The scout can move 6. He's only moving 4. Why we only go 4? Fleets move at the slowest. Upgrade him so he can go faster. Yeah. But that's it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for enjoying. Don't forget, episodes are coming out at 10 a.m. every single day so far. So this is the second day. Hit that like and subscribe if you want this channel to grow. I love you all. Have a wonderful week, rest of your weekend, and I'll see you on Monday. Peace, alligators. Later.